Hi there Aquarius, thank you for joining me for your year 2012 forecast. Firstly, I'd like to wish you a very happy new year. Now traditionally, January is quite a quiet time for Aquarian folk. You can get the need to hibernate and just pull back from other people and just ease your way into the year, and it's usually from the third week of January when the sun enters your sign that you start to really come to life. This year is going to be different, and this is because Venus is in your sign early this year, but also there is a wonderful location for Mercury, and the two can see you much more jolly, much more wanting to connect with other people and not just back away, and this can see you having a brighter than expected time. But as far as the new year itself is concerned, I do feel that we need to discuss something that goes back to last November. Then there was a solar eclipse at the end of the month. This provides a backdrop for the next 5 months of the year, which really are very important for you in terms of your future direction. This helps to bring out the more idealistic side of your nature, but also can help you to understand the importance of your connections with others. Now this is quite natural stuff for you, so this is just going to further enhance something that you're already comfortable with. However, there is, as the year turns, a solar return between the Sun and Pluto which we cannot ignore. Your sign is ruled by air, and of course you're the water carrier, so why is that? It's because Aquarius is linked to baptism. It's the transference of and propagation of high ideals, which is what baptism is linked to. But you are an air sign, and therefore you can be detached. And this connection between Pluto and the Sun suggests there are going to be times this year when you find out a lot about yourself that you don't know at the beginning of the year. So there could be quite a psychological journey going on. It's an awakening that can be very positive, very helpful, but it's something you can't really resist. And Mars, the planet of drive, is in a very deep, passionate part of your horoscope through to the 3rd of July. And this can see you behaving quite out of character in a very elemental way. Your desire to get close to someone and get up close and personal in a more intimate way, which is not always easy for Aquarius folk. Again, that's something that you can surprise yourself around. You can also be much more at ease with business matters. Your disquiet about money isn't really so much to the fore this year. From the 4th of February, there is a big change, however, because Neptune moves out of your sign. And the sparkling month that January has been, it's really good, I think, for you, for Neptune to move on, because although it's made you more gentle over the last decade or more, taken off some of the rough edges and the more erratic side of your nature at times, I do feel moving into your sector of values can be quite an important time, and it will be hard to predict for each individual Aquarian, who are a very individual group of people, how that will pan out. But there could be changes. And then Saturn, your co-ruler, starts to go backwards from the 7th of February through for 5 months, and this is very important around contractual issues, links with people overseas, anything to do with publishing, the internet, higher education, any way in which you're trying to expand your world. You're really going to have to knuckle down and work for it, but if you do, the rewards can come. And I do feel you'll start to see that manifestly from May, because then there is a stunning solar eclipse in your sister air sign of Gemini. And this really can help you to feel much more relaxed about all sorts of issues, much happier, much more outgoing, much more cheerful, and also it can bring the whole prospect of love much more to the fore in your situation. When Jupiter moves out of your home and emotional zone, where it's certainly been doing no harm, into its new home in June, and it's going to be there for the rest of the year, that can trigger a wonderful time of success for you when it comes to expressing new ideas, being true to your talents and uniqueness, and you really can sparkle socially. And I do think someone can be drawn to you magnetically in the second half of 2012. Then you're going to find that Mars moves, and it moves into a very positive area for you at the very start of July. And July itself can see you travelling, and it can see you fighting off some of those restrictions that Saturn put on you earlier in the year. But by the time you get round to October, the opportunity to take on big responsibilities and become much more successful is going to be very much to the fore as Saturn reaches the top of your horoscope. There's also a solar eclipse in your sector of success in November. So if you really want to go for it and be much more determined on every level in your situation, then this is the year for you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.